Gojo is a popular character in the power scaling community, mainly because he possesses one of the most broken abilities in anime, being infinity. There are a bunch of different channels comparing how he would do against different characters. For this video, we're going to put him in the Naruto verse and match him up against Obito Uchiha, and see how he would combat his strength and abilities. Satoru Gojo being titled as the strongest sorcerer alive and was the one to shift the balance of the entire world just by being born. He has proven himself time and time again that he's the strongest by being able to easily take down some of the strongest sorcerers and curses in the jujutsukaisen world. For this fight, we will scale how strong he currently is in the manga, so this will include spoilers.
In the realm of power and prowess, Obito unquestionably ranks as a high-level shinobi, firmly establishing himself as one of the most formidable characters in the Naruto Shippuden series. His best traits being among his hacks and abilities. With his wide arsenal of abilities, coupled with his insane speed, this makes Obito a deadly opponent to interact with.
First off, for Gojo, I'm going to start off with his AP, which should be simple, considering you can upscale him from almost every feat in the JJK verse. Dagon, who is a weaker cursed spirit than Jogo, was able to conjure a whole island, and given the fact that a domain expansion is the full extent of one's cursed energy, we should give Gojo the bare minimum of island level AP and above. We can further boost his AP from chapter 208 in the manga, where we see Yuki summon a black hole that was suppressed by Kenjaku because it could have potentially destroyed the world. Yuki being a special grade like Gojo, this should be relative in AP, which could give Gojo planetary AP. There is more evidence in the volume cover statement which says Sukuna is also capable of destroying the world as well. Although it is possible to scale into this level, take it with a grain of salt considering Yuki had to go through very specific matches to create such a feat. But for the sake of the video and to keep it interesting, we scale him at a low ball of island level to an absolute high ball planetary plus level AP. Now onto his speed, which like I said in the beginning, we can upscale from any character starting off with a low ball of Mach 3 being the limit of Maki's speed when she fought Naiawa. But his skill at the Gojo will be inconsistent because we see people like Geto as a teenager being able to react to bullets, and Yuji being able to dodge Choso's piercing blood, which easily exceeds the speed of sound as well. Another speed feat we can use is Akari being able to react and dodge lightning, which should put Akari around Mach 300 or more. We can push his speed more considering we see Akari being able to perceive the lightning coming towards him right in front of his face. And being able to perceive and move his body fast enough to dodge this lightning, we can highball the speed feat to around Mach 800. Akari being far weaker and slower than Gojo, we can at least scale him to around massively hypersonic plus. Now one of his strongest abilities is combining both the powers of blue and red to create Hollow Purple, which is a giant purple Rasengan that destroys everything in its path at an atomic level. All of this power he can spam as well thanks to his 6 lives, which pretty much gives him infinite curse energy, which translates to every sorcerer's stamina in JJK, which in turn gives Gojo infinite stamina. Now for his strongest trump card, which is his domain expansion, Infinite Void. To recap his stats, he should have massively hypersonic plus ranges of speed and planetary level AP, along with infinite stamina.
With scaling Obito's AP, there could be 3 ways to do this. Obito at the lowest would be moon level, the mid being large planetary level, which is the most evident and more direct way to scale Obito. And then there's his highs even going as far as universal level, but that's up for your interpretation. I'm going to be simple and direct because it's 2023 and we all know how to scale the Naruto series. Firstly, Kurama is stated to have the power to destroy the world. The planet statement is more backed up with the Ten Tails having chakra relative to a planet. Obito then absorbs the Ten Tails, making him stronger than said planet statement. Obito's sword is even about to destroy the world. This same sword was set to shape the world. The Naruto world has been counted multiple times to be larger than our own. With all that said, Obito would be firmly large planetary plus AP. Speed for Obito is also simple, and everyone has heard this for years now, but light speed is not up for debate within Naruto. Haku is able to move at the speed of light within his mirrors. Dawn with themselves are stated in the guidebook to be as fast as light. Darby's water beams are said to be the speed of light. Sasuke's Kirin is stated to be the speed of light. The Raikage is able to move at the speed of light. Itachi's being able to react to Kirin as well surpasses those light speeds. Reanimated Itachi is shown to fight Naruto. This Naruto is faster than Raikage, which is the speed of light, making Itachi himself FTL. Obito would scale to this because Obito is stronger and faster than Itachi. Obito fights a stronger Sasuke and Naruto, which would scale faster than the previous light speed feats and statements. Obito was even able to blitz Naruto and Sasuke, the first 3 Kage, and Minato, the speedster himself. Obito being above all of this would place him FTL plus to MFTL. With Calus and Nurture, he could even go higher. Obito having access to the Sharingan as well as the Rinnegan, he has so many abilities that I just don't feel like listing one by one, and I only mention the ones that he needs against Gojo. For 1, Sharingan, Rinnegan, Kamui, True Second Orb. That's all his abilities that he would need to enable to fight Gojo. Here's the fight.
Even if Obito does outscale, the fight is actually closer than people believe it to be. Starting off, we've never seen Gojo take a directly stronger AP attack than himself. For example, every person Gojo fights sees stronger than excluding Toji and Sukuna because they have terms to bypass infinity. For example, if Goku was to punch at Gojo's infinity, would it be met by his curse technique or would he punch through his curse technique? Or would the force and shockwaves be so much stronger than Gojo that his curse technique would completely turn off, nullifying infinity? Gojo shows a weakness to sound because Gojo can still hear and perceive sound, so the shockwave of said impact would work on Gojo. You know what else can Gojo perceive? eyesight and vision. So would Genjutsu work on Gojo? The answer would be yes, and the reason for this is simple. Genjutsu is injected directly into your brain through the eye sockets, and the chakra is then manipulated. Gojo would have no counter to this. If you are generous enough to equalize their power systems, Gojo has shown zero feats against an ability such as Genjutsu. With Kamui being Obito's most vital ability, how would it do against Gojo? Gojo's infinity is able to be bypassed by Sukuna because Sukuna states that his ability still exists within the area of space. To know that Obito can't use Kamui while in Jubi mode, however, that does not matter thanks to the truth-seeking orbs, which are able to nullify the ninjutsu as well as durability, so either the truth-seeking orbs would negate infinity in one type Gojo, or the orbs wouldn't work at all. Now for the moment everyone wants to hear is how Unlimited Void would affect Obito. So firstly, once Gojo uses domain expansion, his curse technique does turn off, meaning no more infinity surrounding him, so Obito would have 3 answers to his Unlimited Void. 1. Obito could use substitution jutsu and spawn a log instead of himself and just bring Naruto that the Sharingan or just people in general can overpower mind manipulation. 3. Obito would just avoid it being faster than Gojo. But if Obito is avoid via sheer speed, substitution jutsu, or mind resistance, Gojo's win con being, you guessed it, Unlimited Void. If you're one of those morons that think Gojo literally can't be touched and is Jesus himself, then GG, he wins, zip his pants up when you're done.